It's Faith Over Everything. It's a podcast where we talk about everything.
Everything?
Everything. No topic is safe.
But we gon' give it to you through the lens of faith.
Alright.
So sit back, relax, and let us do what we do. It's your host, Jazz and Ange. It's the FOE crew.
Okay.
I said sit back, relax, and let us do what we do. We your hosts, Jazz and Ange. We the FOE crew.
Hey, FOE.
FOE.
Faith over everything.
Faith over everything.
FOE.
FOE.
Faith over everything.
Hey y'all! Actual recording higher.
That's what I was
Actual
trying to
recording
read
is
it.
higher quality. I was like, wait, what? That's new. Look, that was new. That new little message they put up there for us. So yes, hey y'all. I'm sorry. I know we be looking at this technical stuff because we are not technical people. So if you want to make sure that everything is on the up and up, right. But happy June. We here to talk to y'all again. Thank you for joining us. My name is Angela Suggs.
I am Jasmine Suggs.
And we are Faith Over Everything podcast. All right. We are just going to go ahead and jump right in to our icebreaker before I forget the melody of what I'm doing.
Oh.
Yes. So this is a song that I believe you should know. I feel like it may be easy, but you never know. Because I felt like, because when I was doing it, I was like,
the song person, not me.
I was like, she's probably gonna know this, but I was like, I think she's gonna know it. But then I was like, maybe that. I don't know. I don't think the melody is too far off, but whatever. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
So you have to need either the song. What is it? The song, the artist. I think it was just the song and the artist that you have to know. Either or. All right. Okay. Dang it. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Sick and tired of my brothers killing each other. Sick and tired of daddies leaving babies with the mother. So every man that wanna lay around and play around.
Not you trying to sing it like Bone Thugs and Harmony or something. Sick and tired of my girl, you already know. Do you want a revolution? Whoop, whoop. Do you want a revolution? Whoop, whoop. What you feeling? What you want, son? Who you calling to, son? You know, Jesus is the true son, the second in the Trinity. I know you feeling him. 500 days up, interlude in a million. The hearing of trumpets of the last, the first, the last that won't pass. So don't be caught slipping, brother. Don't be tripping, brother. Because when I see it, even when you know it, then I move too much. I do too much. And if you step against us, then you lose too much. Ain't no stopping when we do it, when the spirit's moving. Don't be hating what I'm doing. I'm the vessel he's using. Everywhere I be, they tried to judge me. They tried to shake me. They tried to judge me, but they can't judge me because I'm down with Christ. Dog, child of New Nation make me feel all right. Where my East Coast Saints at? Girl, you know that's my song.
You gotta go and rap that. I don't know all them words.
Girl, that's my jam.
Do you want a revolution?
Actually, yesterday, was it yesterday or the other day? I was cleaning up or something, and I was in the mirror, and that part came on, and I was just in the mirror like, everywhere I be, they tried to judge me.
Who had her microphone? Everywhere I be,
myself.
I was like,
they
okay,
can't
you
break
better.
me. I think I said they can't judge me. Is they can't break me because I'm down with Christ. Dog, child, and New Nation make me feel all right.
Where my East Coast Saints at?
Yes.
Yes, girl. Okay,
girl.
I knew it. I was like, I know she gonna know.
Oh, you know, Kirk, my boy.
Because I started to start in the middle. I was gonna start in the middle, but I was like, no, let me start. I probably should have started in the middle. That would have been a little bit harder, but
It would have.
I was like, I feel like as soon as I said sick and tired of my brothers, I was like, that's gonna be a giveaway. Like, but
I like the melody that you just did do. Say
sick and tired of my brothers killing each other. Sick and tired of daddies leaving babies with their mothers. Listen, you know what I'm saying?
Girl, you
I
came
make it
off
into
like
a
it was
whole new
about to
song.
be boom, 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 boom. Tell me what,
What
you
you
gonna
want
do.
to do when it ain't nowhere to hide. Judgment comes for
That's
you
almost
when
like,
judgment
what?
comes for you. What y'all gonna do when judgment comes for you? Okay?
Oh,
Listen,
oh.
I'm trying to go to heaven. I'm trying to go. Yes, I'm trying to go. I'm gonna leave everybody and I'm gonna go and be with Jesus.
Oh,
Anyway,
child.
y'all. Sorry. But yay. She got it. She
I
got
know.
it.
I was nervous. I was like, girl, you know I don't know no songs.
Who said, wait, what? Who said what? But all right, y'all. We're gonna jump into this episode right now.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, let me. This episode is a free for all. Like, we just talking about whatever we want. Okay. Who gonna check us, boo?
Nobody, baby.
Not
This
the
is a
who is that?
musical. We about to make everything a musical in this. Not just playing.
Oh, we talking about current events in this thing. On and on.
Nobody, baby.
Is that Keith Sweat?
Yes, girl. This boy is down here.
Yep. Well, we might have a special appearance.
And he's going to definitely make it a musical.
Well,
he loves to sing.
Well, before we begin, I want to thank all of you. Before we begin the topic, I want to thank all of you for praying for your girl and her recovery because I'm here smiling, looking how I'm looking. That face. That's her mama face. Get your put on. Hey! Listen. My nephew, he be out here, okay? He tried to be on the episode. Okay, he tried to be on the episode. He on his Will Smith.
Try to edit that out.
No, this is real life. They know what they get when they get us. All he said was, hey. All the baby said was, hey, listen.
I'm glad I did put him on mute before he could say anything else.
let my nephew's light shine. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That little light of here. No, I'm playing. Okay, anywho. I was gonna say before we jump into our topics for real, just thank you guys for your prayers. My knee surgery was successful.
Yes, praise the Lord.
Yes, I am doing home physical therapy to try to get my knee back to 100%. You don't need no specifics, but just know that I'm on the up and up. Also, we have some 2022 graduates. My graduate really don't matter because he just graduated kindergarten, but
yes, it does.
That's an achievement in its own, okay? Because my baby will tell you I'm about to be a first grader, okay? So recognize he's going to be a first grader, okay? Future class of 2034, I think it is what it is. But yes, we have a kindergarten graduate in the building. And then Jasmine has a 2022 graduate. Tell us more.
Oh, yes. I have a high school graduate. Our firstborn. Yeah, she graduated last month. So that was amazing. So some of you that are listening, you were there screaming with me. I felt that whole day because for one.
Wait, you said you failed?
No, failed. Like I failed the test. Like
that's why I said failed.
Oh, I thought you said like failed, like I was falling and stuff.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's why I was like had to clarify. You said you failed. FAILED.
Yes, I failed because you know when they walk across the stage and you just trying to get your baby moment and stuff like that. And I had on some nails and I had the camera and they said Ariana Lene Suggs. And I was like, yeah, that's my baby. And thinking I'm recording her while she dancing across the stage. And the nail popped right on over to my face. So, like, all you see is all my mouth screaming. Like, you just see all my face, like, yeah. So, somebody else got it on video, though. So,
wait, so it was facing you?
It was facing me. I done waited all these years
Mm,
to get it
mm,
on record that she crossed the stage. But I was there. I saw
mm.
her dance across the stage.
I saw her too.
I saw her, and eventually I turned it back to her, but
It was too late.
it was too late. I didn't catch the dance on video, but I think somebody else did. I don't know. I can't.
I mean, I think she put a video up on hers,
Oh,
so
did she?
somebody must have got it. I want to say I saw it. Yeah, I saw. Well, she gonna try to use me as a backup. Talking about some try to get the because I was watching live, y'all, on the
Yeah, because somebody had said the people that watch live that the picture is more clearer than what we can see because it was at the
Mhm.
Star, so that was
huge at the
far.
video.
Like
Yeah,
it was just you couldn't capture a real good one, but it was a few people from back home that they were sending me pictures and stuff like I saw her, I saw her. I was like, oh yay.
It was really good. I wasn't. I was on the clock. Well, I was not on the clock. No, I'm saying no. I was on. I was on the clock. I was working. I had it off to the side. It was
Clarify, baby, clarify.
yes. I was working and I had it on because I'm going to watch my niece graduate. Okay, I could not be there in person, which I wanted to be, but it worked out anyway. Number one, I didn't buy tickets because tickets cost too much. Because if I go, I got to take 2 kids with me. Well, really just one that costs money. But even then,
but
y'all know the prices of gas. Yes, I was about to say gas. We ain't getting there yet. Y'all know the prices of plane tickets. They just like gas prices, high for no reason. Okay, so I was like, but that one, but God worked that out because even if I had bought tickets, I would have had to have knee surgery anyway. So, so yes, I was sitting up here watching my baby cross the stage. Almost missed it because I had got a phone call. You know why? Because I was doing my job. Because I was working. And when I got off the phone, I had turned it back up and it was in the essence. And I said, oh, I almost missed it. Because I thought that I would be able to like pause it and then like go back. But when it was live, maybe if I paused it, maybe it would have let me. But I don't know. Because when I was trying to go back, like, it wouldn't let me go back.
Like how it like it wasn't on YouTube. It was on their own little thing. So I was hoping that it would be like YouTube because
you can go back.
Even for YouTube, you can go back. Like how Maya graduated, like she graduated 9:00 in the morning. I was not woke. But I could go back and I can see her. I can see Carmen brother. Like all like it just worked out. And I'm like, oh. So yeah.
All these kids is graduate, they grow. Like, oh.
I forgot to say Kylan graduated. He first grade.
Kylan, well, he didn't graduate yet. He's still in school,
not
okay?
Yet.
But he will be a first grader too.
Girl, he cracked me up. He said, yeah, I'm graduating on Zoe's birthday. I was like, you graduating on Zoe's birthday. And I was like, he not lying.
Their last day of school is June 15th.
But it's so weird because, these kids been out before Memorial Day. So it's kind of like, you still in school? But yeah,
girl,
still in school.
Baby, still in school. Well, that's just next week. Clearly, I'm giving off when we're recording. That's just next week, Wednesday. So he almost there. They almost there. But anywho, you guys, we have a couple topics that we want to touch on today. I think it was that last month. I don't remember really what it was, or when it was. It might have been May, because we were thinking about putting out like a bonus episode because I was reading something online and I came across this whole Roe versus Wade. That they're bringing that up again, and I think I was just irritated. I was irritated by a comment I had saw, and then that's what really had sparked it. But yeah, we're going to kind of talk about that for a little bit. If you are not familiar with Roe versus Wade, I'm just going to give you a little light overview. I have my notes with me, so here we go. It was a landmark decision of the United States Supreme of the United States Supreme Court, in which the court ruled that the Constitution of the United States protects a pregnant woman's liberty to choose to have an abortion without excessive government restriction. Okay, so basically, a woman has the right to choose over her own body, what she wants to do with her own body. I will say I didn't. Fun fact about me: I don't like history. Don't like it at all. Don't retain stuff. So I don't remember. I remember talking about it. You know, we talked about this in school, but I don't remember. I don't think in school. You know what? It may be. Yeah, I don't remember them telling us in school that the lady. Well, I think it was 3 women that because it was Jane Roe was the alias that they gave the woman, versus Henry Wade. So I guess the main lady, she ain't even get rid of her baby. Like she had a baby. She had her baby. That sounded horrible to say get rid of her baby. I'm so sorry.
But that's
but
what it is.
it is. But yeah, she didn't get an abortion. She ended up having a baby. But I think that's because they were overturning, in the process of doing all that, court, it take time. So they wanted to fix it for other women. I do want to say too, I saw something that made me be like, what? I didn't take did I leave it in my hold up, y'all, because that lady too, I don't know. I think she was a little suspect because she was. It was funny because Marcus had said something one day when I was initially talking about it. He was like, man, that woman, she was lying anyway, or I don't know what he was saying. But she, so this was her third pregnancy. She had 2 other children, and I believe the other children maybe she didn't have like custody of or whatever else. Don't quote me. But I'm going to read this little bit. It says, in 1968, at the age of 21, McCorvey, because her real name is Norma McCorvey, or her real name was Norma McCorvey. She passed away. She became pregnant a 3rd time and returned to Dallas. According to McCorvey's friends advised her that she should assert falsely that she had been raped by a group of black men and that she could thereby obtain a legal abortion under Texas's law, which prohibited most abortions. Sources differ over whether Texas law had such a rape exception. Due to a lack of police evidence or documentation, the scheme was not successful, and she later said it was a fabrication.
So then, do she go to jail for lying?
Well, she didn't. She said that she was. Her friends advised her that she should. She didn't. It didn't say that she did, but I guess she was letting it be known that her friend said she should have went about it that way, so she could. So she should have. So she could have gotten her abortion. I am appalled because it's one thing for it to be like I was raped, but why it had to be by black men? Like why she couldn't just lie and say she was raped? But
because then some innocent people could have got lynched because you said.
But I'm guessing that's why during that time, of course. Well, this was 1968. I mean, there still was a lot of stuff going on at that time.
Probably still lynching now.
Facts. But anywho, outside of that, while I was doing my research for this topic, a little bit of research because again, I'm not no history buff and I don't life kids work. I don't have time to be doing all this extra homework. So my homework was minimal, but I did do some homework, y'all. But the whole point of it is basically, where do you stand? Where do you fall, like, in your opinion on this? I feel like they need to just leave people alone. Like, why is y'all worried about why are you worried about what I'm doing with my body? Like, I'm very much like, why? Like, why? I'm gonna let you go because girl.
Well, let me say now, this is a disclaimer. We're probably gonna have disclaimers throughout
the whole episode, y'all.
So y'all just get used to it. Disclaimer, yada 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 yada. Now, I do not condone abortions. However, I'm not going to act surprised as if it did not cross my mind twice. Y'all know my story about my kids.
I thought you was gonna say once. I think I felt like the first one you was young, but the first one I was
young.
You was young with
very
the second one
young,
too,
a
but you was
baby having a
married.
baby. But clearly, I was doing something, that I wasn't supposed to be doing. That resulted into having a child. The second one, I was married, however, I still wasn't mentally, emotionally, financially wasn't prepared to do all of this. But glory to God, things have changed. On to the topic at hand. For me, it bothers me that the people that are trying to like make it that they don't do it. I shouldn't say bother. Maybe that's the wrong word, but it confuses me that the people that are trying to stop it or like stop the abortions, like I don't feel like it has anything to do with like a religious base or something that is going to be like glorifying God or something like that. It's just, for me, I feel like you're just trying to control women, or you're trying to control something that you don't have no longer control over. Because why is it a big deal when on the flip side, if this lady keep on having kids, where's her resources going to be coming from? Are you going to provide for her financially, emotionally, mentally, whatever, yada yada yada? So for me, that's where I'm going to that part. And it's like, majority of these women, I don't know their situation, so I don't know. Maybe they do feel that they're unfit, or maybe they feel like it's going to be too much of a burden for them. And then other people will say, well, she should wrap up, or she should do this. We don't know what maybe she did. Listen, both times I was protecting myself. However, they still resulted in being a whole human being or whatever. So it's just like, I don't know like their specific case or whatever like that. And again, I'm going to continue to say, I don't condone you killing a baby, but I also don't see, like, I don't know, me and my friend was talking, and like she was adamant about we're killing babies and things like that, which is true, that abortion is murder and everything like that. But I don't know their situation for me to judge them or anything like that. Like, I don't know and I don't have the resources as well to help them raise the child that they're trying to bring into this world. I don't know, like, I don't know. Like, when me and my friend was talking, I was telling her, like, I don't even think that it's, because she was like, well, what would they get out of it if they allow it or whatever like that. And I was like, that's the thing. I don't think they're looking to get anything out of it. They just want that control. Like, before, women couldn't work. Before, women couldn't vote. Now you trying to tell women can't get rid of the child that they had. And it I don't like, it's just, that's just for me. This is what I'm thinking. Like, okay, why like, why do you care so much? Yeah, like, why do you care so much? Like, why is it coming to a point where you have to, I guess, make a law? Like, I don't know. Let the Lord deal with them in their heart. Let them have their come to Jesus moment. I have seen on one side, people have been raped, and in the result, it has been a child, and they have kept the baby. So I have seen people. I know two people.
Olivia Benson.
Huh?
Olivia Benson. Law and Order SVU. She was.
Oh, girl, because I was like, why that name sound so familiar?
Captain Benson. She was the product of a rape.
Yeah,
okay.
Right. Yeah, but I'm talking about like real life.
You talking about real life. I know.
I'm like, that name sounds so familiar.
I know her. Where I know her from?
But yeah, like stuff like that. Like, and look how she became, like, I mean, she the bomb. Like,
I was just about to say,
she, girl. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I've seen people do it that way, seeing, being optimistic about the whole situation. And then I have seen other people that I've known that was very close to me that have had multiple, and it's like, who am I to just be like, oh, you shouldn't do that? Like, I can't frown up my nose at you because, like I said earlier, like, I'm not going to act like it wasn't a question in my mind. Like, it was, it was there. It was something that I was going to do. So I don't know, that topic is like real, like, okay, like, you really need to talk to the Lord about that. And I'm in no shape or form to basically judge you or anything like that, regardless of what you decide.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely will be praying for you, and definitely will, love on you, because I mean, it happens. It's certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Some people may go one way, some people may go the other way. But in my opinion, I just feel like they're just taking it to the extreme, to try to
Make it illegal.
control. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
to me, it's a controlling thing. If
Mm-hmm.
anything, it's a controlling thing.
Yep, I definitely agree. Like my sentiments exactly. Like Jasmine said, like I never had no thoughts. Okay, because I was old when I had my kids. Not to say that means anything, because there are older people. Like you said, you can be married. You just don't think maybe financially you can afford another kid. Like there are different reasons why. I personally never had an experience, but at the same time, I know people, whatever. Like prior to me even having kids, I've had a friend that needed support, whatever. She needed support. She went that way, and she needed support from those around her. So I mean, I'm not gonna judge you. You gotta do what's best for you, and what's best if that is what's best for you in that moment, or if you think that's what's best for you. Who am I to tell you that you shouldn't do that? Like, I don't know. Like, it's definitely a tricky topic. But most importantly, like you said, a lot of the people, or from who I see speaking up about it, is men. People that ain't got no, I don't want to say no business, because I do feel bad for men in the sense that, if we were in a relationship, or not even in a relationship, that's probably part of the problem. These folks be having relationships with people that you don't know. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know. Y'all haven't set any boundaries. Y'all not together. Y'all whatever. Then when a girl get pregnant and make a decision, you want to get mad because you wasn't part of the decision. Well, y'all wasn't in a relationship. And if y'all was in a relationship, y'all should have talked about, are we going to be protected? Are we going to use condoms? If we don't use condoms and we get pregnant, what are we going to do with this baby? Are we going to have a baby? Or are we not going to have a baby? That's a decision. That's a conversation that y'all should have already had. So I really don't feel bad for men then, because you should have had that conversation before y'all did what y'all did, before you did something to make a baby. Whatever. If you knew, I mean, things happen in the heat of the moment. Whatever. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, I do think that it's not right for especially men who have no bearing over what this woman, who she is and what she's doing. Like, don't tell me what to do with my body. Don't do that. Don't do, especially like you said, if she does have the kid and now she on baby number 7, it's like, dang if she do, dang if she don't. Because if she get rid of the baby, they gonna be up in arms. You shouldn't have did that. But if she have the baby and now she needs state assistance, y'all want to get mad at her because she needs state assistance. Whatever. Well, why are you not getting a job? Maybe she got a job and she just can't support 7 kids. Yeah. And she tried to keep only 6 kids, but y'all told her that she had to have a baby. So listen, I just was irritated because I was reading, just reading stuff, and I was like, dude, why y'all care? But even with that being, I'm going to read this to you. So, in regards to Texas specifically, it has the most restrictive abortion law in the country, prohibiting the procedure at a point at which many people wouldn't even know that they're pregnant. So it's like I think it's like 6 weeks. You can't get an abortion past 6 weeks. Some people don't even find out they're pregnant until 8 weeks, whatever. So they may not even know that they're pregnant. But by the time you do, it's past that time period. You can't even get an abortion. However, since September 1st, 2021, a permit is not required for a person 21 and over to carry a handgun, either openly or concealed, in most places in Texas. So I can't get an abortion, but I can just carry a gun around with me everywhere I want to go. It also goes on to say that prior to this September 1st date, the Texas Department of Public Safety issued a license to carry a handgun to an eligible person on a shall issue basis. Texas has state preemption of gun laws, so local governments cannot further restrict or regulate the possession or use of firearms. Texas does not restrict NFA weapons that are legally possessed under federal law, the state does not require a background check for private sale of firearms.
Mm.
So folks can just go out here and buy guns left and right, do what they want to do. Y'all not policing that, which is what y'all need to be policing. Y'all too busy policing women's bodies for whatever reason you want to do it. But, and it's, sad to say, clearly I mentioned Texas because we know what just happened in Texas with them babies.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, so this person can go out here and get a gun and then walk into a school and do what he did. And I'm not going to say nothing. He's no longer here either, but it's just the fact that it was so easy for him to do that. And y'all mad. There's nothing wrong with you being against abortion. There's nothing wrong with that. But to me, it's the fact that y'all are playing it, that they are playing it up in the mainstream world, like as a whole, for real, like top of the page issue, where really it could be an issue, but it's more like medium page, bottom of the page. Gun laws, gun restrictions, that stuff should be at the top. Because how many mass shootings have we had? Like, Columbine happened when I was in high school. And then it's been so many shootings since then, especially in schools. There's no reason why. Yes. Schools. I'm like, it's no reason why this stuff should be happening, especially in schools. Whatever. Folks getting shot up at the grocery store. Oh, that really hurt my heart because you just going to the grocery store to shop, to get some food for your family and your loved ones, and people are in here taking people's lives, and y'all worry. Granted, abortion is taking people's lives as well, but that is a decision that this one person decided to make for the betterment of their life. Whether you agree with it or not, they think that this is going to better their life. And that's their own personal decision. Them doing that does not affect me, you, or anybody else in any way. These mass shootings with these guns and people being able to just do what they want to do, that affects everybody because multiple lives are taken. They didn't wake up that morning and want to die. Right. So I don't know. That's just my thoughts on that. Definitely pray for those. I have been praying for those families. Like that really, for real, y'all, that hurt my heart. As soon as it said it was elementary school, I'm like, these babies ain't did nothing. Yeah. To nobody.
And they just literally going to school, like going to school.
I don't know if you got further away from the mic, but you sound like your voice is a little bit lower.
Why I go like this?
Are you trying to be cute?
No. Not at all.
Like,
I don't know. And probably trying to hold back tears of just, just talking about that. It's just like, and I'm not a crier, but that is just, that hurts. Cried. Like, it's just like, you already have like that sense of like loss of hope. And to just go like, I don't know, like it's just, I don't know. I'm gonna stop because I do feel
you finna get emotional. I'm like, you see, I had to look over like, is she? I mean, but that's real life. Like for real, I'm telling you, I text y'all. I'm trying to see. Like I had text y'all. And I was like, y'all, I'm really, because you was like, what did you say?
I was fighting back tears.
You was fighting back. I said I didn't fight back. They flowed. Like I was at work. Like when I got the notification, so I was talking to my coworkers, and I'm like, did you guys see that? Like I had put the little heartbroken emoji because my heart was really broken. Don't know these kids from Adam, don't know these families from anything, but with me having, family and especially with my baby being in elementary school, I'm like,
girl, especially with it being in Texas, I'm like, see, this is why I'm scared to like, to put AJ in like anything or whatever like that. Granted, I didn't get to, like be like, oh, but the girls, I'm like, well, I'm praying that the girls know to run or do whatever they need to do. However, like I'm nervous for all of them. But then of course I'm reminded that God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So I have to always continue to remind myself of like, okay, I don't know about these other people, but I do know that that's where I can keep my hope from. Like even when COVID hit, when all these mass shootings hit, when just even with this abortion thing, like it might not be the popular response or everything like that, and you might go back and forth, be like, dang, I can't believe that she would have that kind of response when she's supposed to be a believer and everything like that. But in reality, it's like, I'm just trying to do right with what the Lord wants me to do. Now, if the Lord don't want me to have that response, then I'm sorry. I apologize for looking out, but it always also reminds me of when the Lord was on this earth, and he never really like went up to somebody and was like acting like a Pharisee and a Sadducees or whatever like that. Even a woman that was sleeping with 5 different people, he said the one that you with ain't even your man. So it's like he just said, go and sin no more. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and he's Jesus, so it's just like he's the one that didn't sin at all. So for me, it's just kind of like, that's what's giving me hope that this is just a temporary home. I'm just going, hopefully, getting somebody, because I don't know, some person that is struggling with this or something like that, they may feel that God will not forgive them because of this, and it's just like, no, he'll still forgive you. It's not giving you the okay to continue to do it. Like I said earlier, he said, go and sin no more. So it's like, turn from whatever, if you know that it's wrong, or you're having a convicting spirit or whatever like that, a convicting heart, turn from it. Like, he's a forgiving God, and it's not going to be something that you have to be like, oh, he ain't gonna forgive me for this one, a big one. Like, no, he will. He is a forgiving God. So just step in that, and knowing that he is the one that we need to be pleasing, and not these people on earth. Like, you just, I don't know.
No, and with that, we need to be praying for each other, and definitely our leaders. Like, I pray every night for our leaders, like in politics, in our churches, whatever. But I'll be praying for our leaders in politics. They the ones that be having all the power or whatever else, or alleged power. But like I said, like these, I feel like they just have, they're worried about the wrong things. Or they are not worried about, they are prioritizing their priorities are not correct. Because like you said, I don't have, if you are against, abortions, there's nothing wrong with you having that standpoint, whatever. Like, but I'm not God, and I have no heaven or hell to put you in. So,
right.
I'm a firm believer in, you gotta do what's best for you, whatever. Like, that doesn't mean I support, like, I don't necessarily say I agree with it, but at the same time,
I ain't giving you the money to do it. Listen,
yeah, but you have to do what's best for you. And overall, like I said, I just don't like the fact that these politicians be feeling like they can just police women's bodies. Like, no. But then when it comes to these real issues, y'all not doing what y'all supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Anyway, period. That's all I got to say about that. Period.
I thought you was gonna drop the mic. Drop mic. But
no,
pushing it down.
Yeah, just push it down, because it's gonna fall. Then I'm gonna be like, Jasmine, you told me to drop the mic and I did. Now I gotta bend down to get this microphone. I don't feel like doing it. But we coming to a close to this first episode, y'all. But before we do, we want to talk really fast. We're probably gonna post the video, because I'm pretty sure I can find that TikTok and I can put it on our page so that y'all will know what we are referencing. But there's this video of this man telling girls, or telling, is it parents? He's talking to parents.
He said parents.
He was telling parents. He was telling parents to tell their kids to put clothes on, and I guess people felt a way about it.
Clap back at him.
But I mean, his delivery may not have been the best, and I do feel like he was all over the place.
His delivery was not good at all. It wasn't. It was very, very rough. I'm gonna say rough, like how Kimmy said it. You was rough, because I don't like using the word aggressive, because we get in our chest with when people say that we aggressive. But it was giving me the rough vibes. Like,
he a roughneck. Ooh, he a roughneck.
He was definitely not a roughneck, but so yeah, we'll have to post that. Which, like you had said earlier, I do agree with, like, and I be on my kids. Like, I do be on them, because they got some nice bodies. And I don't think the whole world needs to see them. I think that their husband that the Lord has for them in 15, 20, 30, 50 years, they can
Wait, I'm sorry. Your voice had went out on my end. You said something about 20, 30, 50 years.
Yeah, like when they get their husband that the Lord has sent to them, they can show their husband their body. But in regards to showing the whole world their body, like we get into it all the time. And some arguments or some debates or whatever, I'd be like, I'm not debating with you. Like I'm the parent. Like you
I'm the mama.
You do what you want to do when you do what you want to do when you get out my house. Like because when you get out my house and we pay your own bills, and I told Jay, I said when you pay your own tuition, yeah, you know, when you go off to school, tuition, like college costs, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if you want me to pay for it, you're gonna abide by my rules. If you want to live in my house, you're gonna abide by my rules. Like, and I get what he was saying. But like I said, the tone and everything like that, like I could see people just coming out like, why are you looking? Like, you know, like, why is you doing, you know, because that's always her thing. Like, well, I can't control their eyes, but you can control what you wear.
Yeah. So essentially the man was basically just telling parents, when you have young girls, 13, 14, 15, and if they are out here not properly dressed and wearing things that, you know, are non-existent, basically, that men are not looking at the face or the body, or, you know, or the girl. They're looking at her body. So now, I will say, I'm not going to say he lost, because I understood the message. I understood what he was trying. I understood, what he was trying to say. However, but I had told you, like, people are just disgusting and they nasty. Like, because I would think that because some girls you can look at, some girls, I will say, they don't look their age. So that body on top of them not looking their age can be confusing. But if you see a body and then you see a face, some faces don't match the body. And you'd be like, now that's a baby right there, whatever. So that's where it gets kind of like, not necessarily on his part, because I believe that he was really just trying to say, police your children. Make sure that your little girls are wearing age appropriate clothing, because men are disgusting. He didn't say that. Those are my words. Men are disgusting. And they don't care. Like, they don't care about your kids. They don't care. Like, it was a thing I read a couple years ago where even little girls, 6 years old, you know, would have Instagram or something, and a man would get into her inbox and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And she would say, you know, yes, young girl. It was like this it was a sting operation, basically. Like, they made a fake profile, these little girls' page pictures, and then, or they did a couple of them, whatever, because it was like a study that they were doing. And men would go into the inbox and, "Hey, how you doing?" "Oh, I'm fine," you know, whatever. "Oh, you're very pretty. Are you a model?" You know, whatever. And they'd be like, "No." You know, "Oh, okay. Do you have a boyfriend?" "No, I don't have a boyfriend." "Oh, I can be your first boyfriend." You know, whatever. And like, they would go to these conversations with these little girls. I think it was like 6 through 11 is what the ages range from, because they were basically telling parents to not let your children have social media, because this is what happens. Or if you are going to let them have social media, police their social media, whatever. You be the one that's in charge of their account type stuff. And like, they would be sending them privacy pics, asking little girls to send them pictures and stuff. So I definitely feel like his message needs to be received. However, like you said, he just may have been a little rough. Like, but I don't know. Maybe because, a fun fact about me, my mama is rough. Okay, the way that my mama talked to us, she talked to us rough. So when I was watching it, I was like,
You just stepped in line, like, yeah. That's what my mom would say.
Amen.
But I do,
girl.
like, I mean, I get it. I get it to a certain extent. However, I know from experience with other, like, students and even kids that I grew up with, it's like, it's so hard being a parent. Like, it really is. And it's just like, you want them to know that you a parent, but you don't want to push it so hard that they rebel against you. So it's like a thin line in between, like, okay, I'm going to police you, but not enough for you to, like, now you sneaking out and doing stuff or whatever like that. Because it's just like, I don't know. It's something about that. It's just like, okay, the tone, the relationship, everything has to be like in line. And then definitely be praying about it, like of how you approach your child. Like, you know, of course, you know, when we was growing up, it's like, because I said so, you know what I'm saying? Like that. And, you know, this world generation or whatever, they always asking why, but why? Because I said so, you know. That's like you want to say because I said so, but then it's like, okay, let me explain to you of why I'm doing what I'm doing. Although I don't owe you the explanation because I am the parent and because I said so. However, because I want to take a different approach and I don't want you to sneak out, although you may still sneak out, but at least I will feel better at night saying, okay, I did the different approach. Now, if I catch her doing something or whatever like that and I punch her in the throat, that's on her because I told her in the most calm.
You were warned.
Right. In the most calm way. Now, if I catch you, then it's going to be a problem. Like, I'm trying to take a different approach from what I've seen in the past that didn't work. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, to each his own. Some can threaten their kids. Some can have a conversation. And some can do all the above and still fail. So it's all good, y'all. We'll be praying for the parents, too.
Listen. I'm going to say, overall, we'll post the video. Y'all leave y'all comment on what y'all think about the video. Like I said, I don't think the man said anything wrong except for the fact that he was all over the place because he was talking about kids and the way that they dress. Then he was talking about shooting in the summertime and violence and everything. So I didn't get the correlation between the girls dressing bad and then people getting killed and stuff. Like, I didn't understand that correlation, but he basically was telling y'all mamas to stop competing with y'all daughters. Don't be out here... Don't be out here trying to compete with your daughter because she trying to dress like her mama or whatever. But other than that, I agree with what the man said. Another fun fact, or another, if you don't have any children, take this fun fact from us. Like Jasmine said, parenting is hard and it's ghetto.
It is.
Okay.
Very
Parenthood, this neighborhood is ghetto. Okay. It is. So just be prepared. Ghetto. If you want to come on through. You know what I'm saying? We here. But just know, we told y'all it's ghetto. Okay? Because every time me and my other girlfriend was talking about this, like how our babies are the same. Well, our children, our 6-year-olds. We both have 6-year-olds. Of course, we kind of going through the same thing, like when they were babies and now they're little kids. And it's like, you think it's going to get easier as they get older. And it does not. It gets harder. Each level is a new challenge. You're like, wait, what? Like, so it's, y'all pray for the parents around y'all. I will pray for those who want to be parents because it is a joy as well. But parenthood is ghetto. And with that, very ghetto. With that, we're going to leave you guys for this episode. Thank you for joining us. Check us out on our Instagram or follow us on our Instagrams, Facebook. If you're watching us on YouTube, hey, thank you for being here. Subscribe, like, and comment. And subscribe to the newsletter. I did put it in the description for one of the videos last month. I'll probably just keep doing that. But yeah, all right, y'all. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.
Hey, FOE.
FOE.
Faith over everything.
Faith over everything.
FOE.
FOE.